And welcome back to the Mills and Gryllz show. No one thought we would be here again, but guess what? We are. And tonight / today, I'm joined here by the man who filmed Todd Carney doing the bubbler and sent it around to everyone. So, boys, if you're looking for him, here he is. Mills. How are you, Mills?
I am outstanding. Grillzy,
Yeah.
how are you?
You're sounding lovely and distorted as always, my friend. I
Hot.
would say it's been a nice relaxing week, but Mills have come off an absolute belter of a weekend. What else is new, I guess? But I had a
We
friend.
both have. And
I
I
had a
think even,
yeah.
sorry to cut you off. On that note, me, you, and Jaden have had huge ones last weekend.
You could
Something
say
must
it could be the new cleanse.
full moon, eh?
It's a full moon. This must be something in the water. Anyway, Mills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a mate from Stratty, shout out to Darcy Callagher, visiting me on the weekend, and I'm just like, right, I'm gonna show him Oslo. Anyway, one thing led to another, and we got extremely destroyed, and my body's hating me. Like during the week, I've been like, my body's a temple, eating healthy, trying my best to work out. And then like during the week, it's the opposite. It's like a garbage dump. So my mind and body is just like, fuck, mate, pick one. Either you're gonna be healthy or you're gonna be a pisshead. Like make up your mind because we can't keep chopping and changing like this,
Fuck. That's it. Oh, that's how I used to feel when I was playing soccer. I'd train like 3-4 nights a week, play a game, and that's Saturday. So that's probably like 6 straight days of like templeness, and then just destroy myself on the Saturday and potentially the Sunday. And on Monday morning, I'd be like, I am a fit mess.
Yeah, exactly. But where else would you rather
Anyway,
be? Anyway, I spoke to the one and I like Bo Walmsley's been slipping and sliding his way into my DMs this week.
he does that.
Yeah, he does. And not only do I know someone, Mills, that a little birdie said is going to get a Mills and Gryllz show tattoo. They're also going to get a Bo Walmsley roof. Well, I haven't spoken to him yet, but I'm sure I can convince him to get a BW roofing tattoo. So to all the fans, Bo, he has offered a deal for our sponsor, Bo Walmsley Roofing. He sent me this message. He said, Joey, mention on the show that anyone is keen to get a Bo Walmsley roofing tattoo. It's on the house. So far, me, Hoisier, and Dave the Mage have it.
Have you already got it?
No, by me, I mean Bo.
Ah, I see.
But he did send me a message as well.
A voice message?
Yeah, do you want to hear him? This is the man himself. Yeah. Here we go. Bo Walmsley Roofing, everyone.
Hello, Mills and Gryllz. This is Bo Walmsley here. I just want to give a shout out to the two boys for giving me a plug every week. I am known around the 4-1 area by Kingpin or Pablo Esquibra. And if you want a roof, go to Bo Walmsley Roofing. Or Roofies. Cheers.
We love plugging Bo Walmsley, don't we?
Oh, how's that? Pablo Escobar.
And I must say, Mills, that Bo Walmsley Roofing, they are actually the warmest roofs. So if you're looking for a really...
Sorry, Gryllz. I was just going to say I've had several roofs this year, and by far, Bo's have been the best. Honestly.
Oh, mate.
Hey, have we got Lockie Kendall this week?
We always go to miss it every week, but before we move on, I want to give a shout out to some of the crew I was with on the weekend. We had Dr. Dre, Justino, Miguel, the bodybuilder. He's a pretty solid bloke, I must add, and is the Flamingo coming at you hot. And I also, you know what I did? I pulled it off. I bought myself a turtleneck. Not joking. Which turned out shit, but I'm just like, it looks like Peaky Blinders. So I wore that haircut and a black turtleneck. And if that ain't stunting, I don't know what is, Mills.
I swear I've seen you in a turtleneck before. You're able to rock many styles.
I got that neck.
Hold on. As we don't have the
Whoa,
proper-
Mills, what's going on there? Something's happening with your audio, my friend.
How's it now?
Crisp and clear.
Yeah, I just did the classic, haven't turned my notifications to mute, which this happens to me all the time. This wasn't a point I was prepared to make, but do you ever get it when your notifications are just blowing up and your phone's just making hell noise nonstop?
Yeah, all the time, man, because people are constantly sliding into the Mills and Gryllz show inbox. So does that have anything to do with your tip of the week, Mills? Does it? I don't know if it does.
Eh?
Does it have anything to do with your tip of the week? Hello, James. Hello,
Gryllz.
James Miller. Yeah, here he is. He's back.
My Wi-Fi. What a dog. My actual internet's better than the Wi-Fi.
Does it have anything to do with your tip of the week, James?
Yeah, it does. So, my tip of the week is don't wear sunscreen.
Don't wear sunscreen. What about if you're in the sun? I feel like that's the thing to do when you're in the sun.
That's a different story. No, literally. So, so this guy at work, I was putting on sunscreen the other day, like I do every morning. And my mate Tyler comes up to me and he's like, "Mate, I wouldn't put that fucking shit on your face." And I was like,
what?
I was like, what?
Oh, like, okay, Mills. It's like the fucking 35-degree Australian sun just pelting down onto your skin. Mind you, Australia's under the hole in the ozone layer. You're just getting smashed by UV rays. But yeah, whatever. Don't put that shit on your skin.
Yeah, literally. So I'm sitting there innocently, just 6 a.m. in the morning, chucking a bit of screen on, and he comes up with this. And how many times do people, I don't know if it's just Oz, but like just the classic. He's just a random bloke from work, and he's like, "Mate, that stuff gives you cancer." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, they've done studies, and something in sunscreen is giving people cancer." And I was like, do I take one person's advice on the sunscreen debate? And yeah, I've stopped wearing sunscreen.
Okay, like here's three points. Just to play devil's advocate. One, what studies are they? What university did these studies? And if they're true, show me them. You didn't.
Yeah.
It's probably just something old mate heard from some like geezer down the pub. Two.
Yeah.
I'm not sure this guy is a credible source. Three. You know what else gives you cancer? The fucking sun.
Yeah. No, actually, no. So, truth be told, I still am wearing sunscreen. But I just remembered and it made me laugh because I was like, there's always someone out there with like the opposite opinion to something that seems certain. Like, you just come out and be like, hats will give you bowel cancer. If you wear a lot of hats all the time on your head, like, there'll always be someone with that kind of study. And no, he didn't have the he didn't have who told him. He didn't remember who, and he was just willing. He's just willing for me to like stop wearing sunscreen forever. And he goes, "Mate, he's from Dubbo, which is a inland. He's a legend, but he's from Dubbo, which is really. Have you heard of Dubbo?"
Yeah. I went to the zoo there when I was a kid.
Oh wow, yeah, it's like
wow.
Yeah, and he's like, I've never wore sunscreen, honestly, and I'm sweet. But he also told me that he spends his whole weekends, he'll get 24 hours of Xbox time in. Like, he'll play morning to night. So
I do like your point though. It's like, especially Australia. This is a very Australian thing. I feel like someone's heard something off some guy at the pub. Like I could walk downstairs to the hotel I'm staying in right now for work with and get like I've been hitting the fruit. I've been just going fruit. I've been trying to cut out carbs and bake. Hotel buffets are sick, but when you're smashing bacon and eggs every day, it's just unsustainable. I could hit this massive like healthy fruit platter, sit down next to like some dude, and he'd just sit there, look at my plate, drop his cutlery and go, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" And I'd be like, "What?" And then he'd be like, "Mate, don't put that shit into your body." And be like, "It's pineapple," you know. But there's always some guy that's gonna.
Yeah, it'd be like too much pineapple will make you weaker against sun. Or like, yeah, too many studies. I reckon. Too many studies.
But you know what I've been studying lately, and Florian is a genius. Our web dude, Florian, he's put on. Have you been on to the website club lately?
I went on last week.
So you go into the members section if you want to become a member. $5 to enter the club. The password. Oh, I can't tell you the password because that's what you get when you pay your $5. You go in there, and he's put on a would you rather generator in the club. Have you seen that?
Yep, I have.
So I'm gonna hit it right now. I'm gonna hit the Milz and Gryllz would you rather generator, and we're gonna see what comes up.
Epic.
Would you rather have no eyebrows or always be surrounded by annoying people?
No eyebrows, annoying people. Eyebrows for sure.
Okay, noted, Milz. Generally noted.
Wait, how funny would you rather? Is like you give your answer and it's just like, yep,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, fair.
Right.
Wait, I still got my one pass, by the way.
Oh, yep.
Then it says, if you want a more boring question that kind of makes sense, click here. So I'm going to click this one. Oh, would you rather always have really slow Wi-Fi or always have shitty reception? But you kind of always have both, Mills, so it doesn't matter. I'll ask you another one. Would you have mini golf be the only sport you can ever play, or only be able to eat out at McDonald's?
Mini golf. What about you?
Oh, I'm going to use my one pass on this one, eh?
Oh, fuck off, you.
That's hard. I don't know about that. This is my one pass. It's out. Using it, cashing it
in. Fair enough.
Compared to last week was the most hecticest question ever, and I didn't even pass. But that one is just, it's been a big night. It's too much to think right now.
Fair enough.
Oh, we've shut him up again. We've shut up Mills again. He's gone. Is he back?
I'm back. Oh, this sucks about the reception. Is the reception?
It could be like what? Oh, I don't know. He just dropped out. It does have the poor connection thing coming up on my Skype, but that could be my fault as well. But we'll push through it, Mills. No problem.
Yeah, I know our listeners like a little challenge. It wouldn't be fun if you could hear everything.
But one day, Mills, we're going to have the most crystal clear audio ever on top of the world. And the people that stuck with us through these days, going to be the ones.
Yeah. Maybe we'll be sitting next to each other. For those who don't know, I've never met Gryllz. I met him. He just happened to be. Oh, fuck. I was going to say on an online dating site, but that sort of cuts me down.
Yeah.
And online playing.
I met this gay guy on the weekend. Well, I met him before. He's in this sort of little
Good
crew. I met
segue.
him on the weekend.
Yeah.
His name's Mimi. Shout out to Mimi, by the way. He was part of the crew on the weekend. And Mimi's just like the most savage gay guy you could ever met. Like, he's not gay. He's like really, I don't know, I think he's bi, but he's a mad dude. Like, he's he's a legend. It is all quality. But he gets pissed and he gets smashed and he just goes off on a sassy tangent at like everyone he comes across, apparently. And like, yeah, he's just, shout out to Mimi.
Give us an example.
I can't, because it's a little bit too racy for the podcast.
Wait, so, well, that can't be true because I'm pretty sure we've touched all boundaries with both hands. But anyway, if I give you an example, you can say yes or no.
Yeah.
So say he sees you walking up to the bar, would he just start ripping on you, or you're part of the friends? He picks apart random. Like,
so
look at that nose.
Yeah, apparently there was like a massive black cross-dresser at like this bar. These guys went out another night after I bowed, and there was this massive huge cross-dresser that would like easily probably eat Mimi and the rest of the crew he was with. But he did something that these guys didn't like, and instead of just like letting it go water under the bridge, Mimi, he's a pretty small guy, and he just goes up and just goes off at this massive dude. And I mean, like, you got to think at some point, okay, like, this guy is not gonna not bash me, you know what I mean? But it's like the fear of getting bashed just goes out the window for some people, and you know
that is, yeah. So he's got that bulletproof vibe.
Yeah, it's like
had a couple.
It's some people over Stratty have that as well, eh? Like, you could be 2 foot tall, but you're still gonna go up to Andre the Giant and go like, "Yeah, come on, you dog, I'll have ya." And it's like, okay, mate, clearly not.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Fair enough. Shout out to Mimi if he's out there. What up? From Milz.
I need to find this. Like, so this girl has this chick that's friends with that group has a tattoo of the bar that she works at, like the logo. And I've seen that, and I'm like, oi, you have to get a Milz and Gryllz show tattoo. It's our podcast. It's like, yeah, sure, if you pay for it. And then, so like, I reckon I can convince this chick to get a Bo Walmsley roofing tattoo anyway. But anyway, Milz, I got something semi-serious to talk about with you. Do you ever ruin songs?
By overplaying them?
Yeah. So it's the first time I ever listened to the band Skeggs.
Oh, what? Recently?
Yeah, like recently. It came up on like this random playlist, and there's a sick Skeggs song. Like, this is my favourite song ever, eh?
Yeah. Was it LSD?
No, it was Up in the Clouds.
Yeah. I seen him live in New Zealand. But anyway, go on.
I just pumped like pretty much on repeat the whole 5-hour train ride back up to where I'm working. And now like I just can't listen to it anymore. And it was like, that sucked because that was such a good song, but I just overdid it.
I know what you mean. Like, it'd be like a motivational song or something for me. And then like, say I'd use it every time I go for a jog, and then it just loses its charm. Like, say, for example, the Rocky theme song or main tune.
Do you jog to Rocky? Do you jog at all?
Nah. But when I do jog, I put Rocky. This is why I think I don't jog, ready? So I think my muscle memory from when I used to be fit kicks into gear when I go for jogs, and I push myself beyond the limits of my fitness. And then I'm just screwed the next day, and I'm like, fuck, that was a mission, not doing that again. So I should pace myself.
That's kind of what I've been doing at the moment. Like, there's this little, like, we used to go hard, man. And, you know, To be fair, I have been getting pretty slaughtered lately on the drink, but I'm doing the same thing. Like during the week, I've just been like going for runs, and massive. And even though I'm like nowhere near the fitness capability that me and you used to, I just push myself to that. And my body's just like, mate, like you literally just drank 20 beers last night. Like, settle down.
It's like trying to get energy from your insides, and it's like clutching at straws, just looking at beer, whiskey, just like, fuck, how do I turn this into energy?
What did you get up to on the weekend anyway, brother?
Oh, well, I had a pretty similar one to you. It was a surprise 30th for my mate. We got a house in the hills near a winery and had a pretty big. See, it wasn't because it was a 30th and it was in a house party. It was relatively chill, but for some reason, I managed to be the only one that copped a huge hangover the first night. I drank Shiraz, whiskey, some Kahlua, some white wine. I had pretty much every single drink. And I'm like, surely by my age now, I should start looking at things and be like, that's a bad idea.
Wait, but I video called you, right?
Yeah.
And I may have had a 30-minute conversation to the bull, your dad.
Well, yeah.
Also pissed,
all weekend we managed to time it so you were calling me smashed.
You just need to change ears again, Buzz.
How's that antenna?
Oh, that antenna is fucking that's
Wait,
got you good.
What is the score with that? I'd literally just change ears and it clears up. It's weird.
I don't know. It must be something in the water.
Yeah. Full moon.
Anyway, as you're saying.
Yeah, you had it. Oh, I was just saying, like, we managed to call each other all weekend and we were blind at different, like I was midday drinking, you were 2 a.m. drinking, and then just on repeat.
2 a.m.? That's not, yeah, maybe push it a bit further to the right there, brother.
Anyway,
I'm pretty sure we were both just like super, like, you know, a few beers down range, and we're just going like, yeah, mate, may have to do the podcast a couple of days late this week.
Yeah.
You're like, nah, Gryllz, thinking the same thing, brother. No problem.
Yeah. Wait, Gryllz, though, I have made a self-pack, and I've made this pack many times, but feels strong, and I'm going to see how it goes on the podcast each week. But I'm calling myself for no drinking, ready? Not for a month, till the end of the year.
Okay, milz, sounds nice, but let me take you back. A couple of months ago, I think it was, Dry July.
Yeah.
You remember that one?
Yeah, I think I didn't even get through the first week.
You remember Dry July turned into Not So Dry July? Then it turned, I don't know, we could probably listen to like episode 2 or something. And
every episode I've been dusty, so that's at least 14 weeks in a row. It's pretty much been since Dry July. I've just started drinking every weekend.
Oh, but you know who else was drinking on the weekend, Mills?
Tunza, the Foot Job CEO.
The Foot Job CEO. Now, the Foot Jobs went on their end of season breakup party for Max Morman's birthday, the old Gold Coast room hire out. And I got sent a video on the weekend of them passing a rugby ball, like full pelt at each other inside this nice apartment building. And I'm like, boys, just go down the beach, eh? Something's going to get smashed.
Literally. Fuck. That looked... we all had hell ones, didn't we?
Oh, okay. It wasn't an end-of-season footy trip. It was a mid-season footy trip from the Goldie. But he sent us a couple of voice clips, if you wouldn't mind taking a break out of your busy day, Mills, and seeing what Jaden's weekly roundup sounds like this week, mate.
Yeah, let's get some footage underway. Trip's well underway. I copped the stacks on before by about 8 blokes, and then a face-off 1v1 me versus Revo. He was calling for captaincy. We got a big fluffy right here.
Hey.
Come here, mate.
What are we doing here?
What's your favourite sex position?
Definitely doggy. Definitely doggy.
Because you're fluffy.
Yeah, because I want to take control and be dominant, mate.
So that's the foot job attitude right there, ladies and gentlemen. Back to you.
How's that from Fluffy?
Definitely doggy.
Because I want to take control. Well, we won't name his actual name, Jordan
Alex.
Smith.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, he's got another cover. Definitely doggy. Just loaded, mate.
I'm sitting here having a beer with the one and only vice skipper, Alexander Pepperidge. Mate, how are you feeling after tonight?
I just want to have a sleep and go home.
We've had a HSV. It's been a pretty tough night on the boys. But we've been looking pretty good form-wise. Had a big game of footy in the room, zip chip. A couple of broken bottles, plenty heaps of piss.
Yeah, that's Jaden's input this week. Hey, make of it what you will.
How's Revo coming from, I'm pretty sure what he was saying was they're trying to decide who's going to become the captain. And then at whatever time that was, he's like, here's the vice captain. I just want to go to home and go to bed.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, Revo. Sit down, mate.
Oh, wow.
Sit down.
I got to hand it to Jaden. He is such a power player on the piss. I'm pretty sure he had work on the Monday, and I got videos of him on the Sunday after 2 days of drinking again, all the way through the whole day.
Oi,
and then,
yeah.
And then he labelled it that was now that the week's gone, normally you go, oh, fuck, that was a bit too much. He's saying on the group chat now that was one of the best Sundays he's ever had. And I was like,
oi, but that's what I've been trying to say, Mills. To all these guys I was with on the weekend, me and my mate Darcy, he's a couple of years younger than me. He keeps up. Darcy keeps up. He keeps up. But all these Norwegian crew, just looking at us, and they're just like, you guys are insane. So my good friend Andrea was with us as well when we went to this it's kind of like a club bar thing. It's called Villa, and Andrea's half Australian. Her dad is Aussie, but she's Norwegian. And anyway, she's really, really, really tall chick. And anyway, Andrea keeps up as well. It's the Aussie blood. But the thing is, so Darcy and Andrea are sitting next to each other. I'm sitting next to Darcy. So it's me and Dr. Dre on both sides of Darcy. And anyway, we all got skewies. I kind of got away with this. I had this is what a Tommy 10 beers Graham would do. This is what Tom Graham would do. I had maybe a quarter of a fucking pint left in my pint. And I'm like, oi, Aussie team, we're going to scull our beers. And they're just like, nah. And I'm like, yeah, oi, do it. Scull. And I just scull my little bit of beer. I'm like, yeah, now your turn. And they're Dre and Darcy are looking at me like, no, we got whole beers. I'm like, nah, fuck them. We got to just prove this Norwegian crew we're with that we're Aussie. Do it for Aussie. And they're like, oh, all right.
Bit of patriarchy.
And they're just sculling. Darcy gets it down. Face is not looking good after. And then he has to get up, and anyway, Dre is sculling it down, but I should have been a better friend. Like she had been at a like a work party all afternoon, so she was smacked, like she was smashed. And I'm like, go Dre, scull it for Australia, scull. And like she's not looking good, milz, like not looking like a happy camper. And
She's a bit how's it going?
all these Norwegian crew, like even Mimi, like the guys I'm with, they're just looking at me like, Joe, no, like, stop. I'm like, nah, she's got to do it. Go, Dre, go, Dre, go, Dre. And they're like, dude, stop. This isn't funny. And like, Andre, like, stops going a bit. And she's like, nah, it's sweet. Like, because she's got an accent as well. And then just pumps the rest of the beer down. And they're all these Norwegian guys are sitting there, like, dumbfounded, shocked look on their face. And then Dre's just like, she's looking queasy, eh? Like, she's not looking happy. She's shaking her head. And I'm just like, Dre, you're sweet. You're sweet. You're all good. You're all good. And she's like, mm-mm. And I'm like, nah, you're good. You're good. She's like, mm-mm. And like, yeah, so she went and fucking just spewed in the whole bathroom, like all over the sink and everything. And but what I'm trying to say is all these, like this group that I was with, they'd all just look at me like, you just get obliterated and like make your friends do dumb stuff and like, what, like you were too loose for us. And what I'm like, guys, I'm the chill one of the group. Like back home, I'm always the one that kind of reins in a little bit of sensibility. Like really, I am.
Honestly, yeah. And I can vouch for that. Normally, that's just like I just had a funny image. There'd be like, if we were a video game where there was the boss, there'd be like, you would be like a boss of one level, but then there'd be a couple more levels of like looseness that it can get. Tom would be up there. Who would be at the very top?
Oh, I don't know, like all the made men together. Like, no, Simo when he gets on. Simo's sober now, but when Simo used to get on it.
No, you just said it perfect. You just said it perfectly. So you get to the final level, and you're not versing one boss. You're versing the whole made men family at a time on a bender.
But I mean, like, I was trying to tell, like, I just trying to tell every Norwegian guy and girl that I meet that are like, you guys are too loose. I like go, mate, like, seriously, that tries to go like, no, wait, don't do that, Tom, get down, Tom, you know? Yeah.
Wait,
so,
but are you trying to, were you trying to explain to these Norwegians while you were wasted that you're normally the not wasted one, or did you try tell them when you were sober?
You back in the game there, Trooper?
Oh, I've had just about enough of this bloody reception. Hold on. How do you read me now, Gov?
Wait, here he is. He's back. What are you saying?
I was saying, were you trying to get these guys to understand that you're normally the chill one?
Man. Come on, Mills. Here he is. He's back.
Gryllz.
Here he is. I hear you. Loud and clear.
All right. How about this? I just moved into a different room, switched ears. Is it all good?
Yeah.
Open the window.
Yeah. But before we move on, like, props, Dre. Like, representing Australia. Good work sculling that beer. I know. Yeah. Good on you, Dre.
And she inherited the Dr. Dre nickname, so that's pretty cool. Gryllz.
Yeah. Yes.
What have you got planned next? Oh, could we do... I'm actually, if you don't mind, could we do the Joel Pie and Pub review?
Oh, yeah. Do you want to introduce him, mate?
I will do. Hold on. I'm just
We're going to
getting.
induct Joel into the Mills and Grills team.
Yeah, Joel is one of our lifelong members. He's been there from the start. He is, how do you describe him? Probably like the most Australian friend, one of the most Australian friends I have. He's just like, he's a carpenter. He likes to build shit. He likes to get involved. He loves his pies and pubs. And now he's doing a review for the boys.
Here he is.
Hello, fellas. It's good to be back on the Mills and Gryllz show, and for all those listeners, every 7 billion of you in the universe, it's Joel, and I'm back. This week I've got a pie and a pub review for you. Live here from the Grafton prison. Working hard on a Monday as usual. Well, might be Tuesday by the time this airs, but that's okay. Alright, so I've got a pie review. This one, this week, comes from no other than the Ulmurra service station. Yes, you heard me right. Service station. Gas station, as you may know it by in some other countries. But even though it is a service station that sells petrol, they do fucking good pies.
Wouldn't be an Australian pie review without the cleansing sound of a fucking truck backing up, eh?
How good is that? I think he gets cut off mid-interview because his boss sees him on his phone.
Right.
Wait, he's buying a house.
For driving through the area, it is situated between Yamba and Grafton, the little town called Ulmurra. Now, wouldn't be any pie review without singling out a pie. Now, this week it's going to go to my personal favourite, the cheese and bacon pie. Now, this one, they make it with bloody puff pastry. That's right, puff pastry. So it just melts in your mouth. You get that nice crunch. Out comes a bit of cheese and a bit of bacon as well. Man, you can't go past it.
Did he say puff pastry?
Yeah.
That's right, puff pastry.
Yeah. Well, no, some servo pies are just like almost like crumble. Oh, they're like a different. You know, when you get a bakery pie, it's puff pastry and like real.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
You must have been off the pies for a while being a vegan.
Nah, I'm back on them. We've got this one, the Mexi bean pie. Fucking good. And no longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to Joel, or what are we saying?
Yeah, back to Joel.
Now, I know you boys had a debate the other day on how to eat a pie, but you fucking can't eat a pie with a knife and fork. Like, unless you're sitting down with the Queen, which I'd still probably eat it with my hands, but got to put that sauce on top. If not, if you don't put the sauce on top, oh man, I used to do this as a kid, just like puncture the top of it with like the pointy bit of the nozzle from the tomato sauce and just fucking squeeze it in there. And you watch it bloody come out the sides. Oh, and you eat it down. Bloody great.
How Aussie is Joel, eh?
Yeah. Wow. You know, just how to review a pie.
Like, I thought Simo Appleton was an Aussie guy.
I'd love to get Simo on the show. Simo will be harder to get on the show than Joe Rogan, I reckon.
I'd love to have Simo and Joel doing a full episode together. Can you imagine that?
Wait, they'd have good chats.
You're like, yeah, mate, fucking work. Yeah, mate.
Nah. Oh, yeah, they're both chippies as well.
Oi.
Did you know Joel's about to buy a house in 2 days near where I'm living?
Oi.
I was thinking about doing the same.
Oi.
I had no money.
I'm dead set. I'll get back to Joel's pie review, but the Mills and Gryllz fucking bar, restaurant, pie shop, podcast studio bar. We got to get that happening one day, eh?
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like I'd rather, well, not I'd rather, but when you get back, I reckon we should just put our coins into just going ham on like, we've got nothing, like literally make ourselves broke. Okay, we don't need to make ourselves broke, but like,
No, but
just
we'd do
put it
that
all-
anyway, even if we didn't put it into something. Like, we'd
That's
probably
what I
make
mean,
ourselves broke by drinking anyway, so fuck it.
well, Joel's been talking about it. Me and him were keen to like get an idea going where we get a big warehouse, industrial shed, and just build shit in it, and just do random like put a little coffee thing out the front,
Oh,
make heaps of
oi,
random shit, surfboards, podcasts, just get it all happening.
you know what's a good combo?
What's that?
Bar / skate park.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like it'd be hard getting approval for that from the government.
You just, oh yeah, actually, for any of our listeners, I don't know if we get enough. Actually, no, I'll just go for it anyway. My mate from work, he said in NZ to get around the laws of serving piss at public events, this is all we'd need to do, Gryllz. And if anyone knows this to be different, email us or me. But yeah, so if people come to the skate park that we built, then we sell them coupons, and the coupon is just a piece of paper. But between you and me, we know that if they get a coupon, that's a drink. But then legally, if anyone comes, they're like, you're selling drinks. And we'll be like, no, we're selling coupons. And then we're just giving our mates a drink. Do you know what I mean? Like there's
That's
sort
a
of a
good
clause
idea.
there. Like, yeah, like I'm just going to give Tom a drink. And they're like, yeah, but he gave you $5. I'm like, yeah, and I gave him a piece of paper. But now he's having a drink. Mine.
Mills, you're the smartest man alive, eh? Move over, Albert Einstein. We got Mills. And we also got Jai finishing. Joel. Imagine Jai's pub ply review. That would be just terrible. But this is the rest of Joel's ply review.
All right.
So my pub review for this week is none other than the Bellingen Brewery. So it's a Bellingen Brewery. Now, if you don't know where that is, if you go onto your map, you find Australia right down the bottom there. And then you zoom in on New South Wales. So go find Coffs Harbour and then... Hang on, I'll call you back one of the boys for me. All right, back to the Bello Brewery review. Sorry about that, got caught up at work. Look, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's a bit pricey, but good beers, good people, good music, and gets bonus points for you can take your bloody dog there. Yeah, so we were there like probably 10:30 at night, still dogs there. How good is that? Bit of a story for the weekend for you. Me and Jimmy, me and Mills. Not sure I'm meant to give out your first name, even though that's not your real first name. But we jumped behind the wood-fired pizza little booth that they have at the Bello Brewery. Gave the bloke a hand. We were pretty drunk, I'd say at that time.
Have you ever met my dog Winston?
It is like his dog.
Imagine letting them bad boys off the leash at a pub. Like, that would be hell fun.
That'd be chaos. I remember, do you miss Winston?
Oh, yeah, I miss him like anything, mate.
He was, do you remember when we were walking him and we got to Frenchman's and you're like, fuck, watch this. Picked up a stick and you just chucked it like way down this hill through dense bush. Winston just takes off full pace, disappears, and like, because you threw it down the hill, we probably would have made like a 30-meter throw. We didn't see him for like 8 minutes, I feel like a long time. and then he just emerges up out of nowhere.
Yeah, got to give it to dogs, eh? Their sense of smell is so good. Like,
Yeah.
if I
He like
was gonna, that's another. Do you remember the mediocre superpowers we used to do?
yeah.
Just imagine having the smell of a dog.
yeah. How frustrating would that be?
Oh yeah, you'd be yeah. You'd smell some weird stuff.
I struggle walking through Woolies and smelling someone with bad BO. Fucking nearly takes me out. It's hectic.
Anyway, we got
But,
one more bit of the pie review. If you want to listen to the end of it.
Yeah, let's finish her off, Joel.
And then swiftly got kicked out from behind the wood-fired pizza oven. Yep, we were no longer allowed to help make pizzas. I did, however, load some timber for him and didn't realise that you had a big paddle to push it all the way back down there. Had my arm in the pizza oven, looked back at the bloke, and I was like, fuck, it's hot in here. Meanwhile, my arm's fucking burning. It's all good. Now, I'm not sure if you want another segment, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. Can I make a song request? Like every week you have a different song come on. Well, I'm not going to give you the option. Nah, you can choose the option if you want, but can I have a song request this week? It's a song by Aussie Battler, OZI space BALTA, Aussie Battler. Wild Colonial, if you could. If you can't, it's all good. If you can, fucking sick.
What's it called again?
So it's Aussie Battler Wild Colonial.
See, I like here, but it says that's the name of the album. But the thing is, we can't play other people's music, or we'll get ripped off Spotify and iTunes.
Oh, true.
What about Joel? We can make this a thing. We don't have time for. I mean, like, we can't rehearse it this week, but song requests every week, and Millsy will sing the song.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. I feel like you'd be a better one to do that, Joe. You've got the vocals and the guitar skills to make that happen.
But you got the looks, Mills.
True. Nah, I will make that happen.
Mills, I was meant to get to this at the start of the episode, but like, just a funny thing from my Delta weekend. So I got destroyed on the weekend, man, and then I'm back at work, back north, back working on the homestead, and they're doing this scene where they're skinning a reindeer. Not alive, but they're skinning a reindeer. And anyway, it's like hanging up. It's just like being skinned. And I'm just kind of trying to hide recto on the weekend and just quiet, doing my job, not really talking to people. And I'm just sitting there watching this reindeer getting skinned. And it's like, fuck, like, I'm not ready for this, eh? Like,
What's that weekend now? No, what's got to see this?
Yeah. But anyway,
is that it? Like last week, I thought the show was Bambi. Now it's a reindeer. Like, is this some sort of horror movie?
Would you believe me if I said it's actually it's kind of a comedy? Like, it's not. It's like actually is.
Fuck.
It actually is like.
Oi, you got to do me a favour. Ask them if you can do the English subtitles. Or like
it's H. Oh wait, okay, I can't say who it is, but so yeah, no, it's no.
Wait, can I on me preparing a song for the Mills and Gryllz show, I dare say that from now on, more so than any other week, I will prepare some fun things for the show because I have quit my job for the second time, but this time I did it in writing and 2 more days left and I'm a free man.
Fuck, what are you gonna do on your last day? You gonna do a prank?
Because I'm in jail. Probably calling another bomb threat. Nah, that got on the news, and like, yeah, that was hectic. Last day. Oh, well,
What
I
are
can
you gonna
tell you
do?
what I tell you what I'm gonna do. My boss, right? He's he looks like he's this bald guy, and he's real scary looking, and he just, one of them dudes that stresses real, and you can see the veins in their head.
Oh, you can. Yeah. You see the
Yeah, yeah.
big. Yeah.
Hopefully he's not like, I've had good times with him, but at the moment it's a bit sour, and he's not really understanding my jokes, and he's a bit OCD. So in the morning, everyone signs onto this sheet, and there's like 30 people at work or something for our company, and he can tell because he's memorized it by instant. He reckons he's got photographic memory. He can tell if someone's not there, and because he just knows the sheet too
Yeah,
well.
bosses
So
just
what,
know this stuff, eh? Some bosses just know it.
they're onto it. Yeah. So what I've been doing is, I realized it about a week ago. I accidentally signed in twice, and he lost it. Like 6 o'clock in the morning, he's just like, "Who the fuck? Someone signed in twice. Fuck!" And like, he was just getting really angry. So now me and a mate do random mistakes on this little thing, and
Yeah, fucking mate.
I've been doing like, oh yeah, because he's just been annoying me lately. So yeah, so probably on my last day, I'll write my name like 3 times and watch him just blow up.
Just
I
fill in
reckon he'd probably
every
pass out.
single spot with James Miller.
Oh yeah, I went to do it the other day, and then my mate was like, "Have a look at Craig," and he's just death staring me, and he's like, "Fucking do it! I got a can of white out here. You can white it out right in front." I was like, "This is so." I'm a grown man.
I love a good overreaction, eh? That's like having troubles at home with his wife or something, and he's just ready to take it out on his employees, eh?
That is 100%. Well, yeah.
Actually,
Good luck
no,
to Craig.
I don't like that because I have been in the
I
position.
don't,
Yeah, I don't
I
like
don't,
him.
I
Yeah.
don't like that that's happening to him, but it is funny. Once you stop getting offended by someone overreacting, it then becomes funny to see how much people overreact.
Oh yeah, I used to do this. This goes to what you were saying last week about people getting too angry, and you just like throw fuel on the fire because it's funny. So back when I was working up north, like it was getting pretty hard there for a while. My boss mate, he was getting pretty like I don't know, we're just having the old friendship, battle, like arguing a bit. But there was a while where, he I'd miss like it just little things. He'd send me like a Facebook message or something, and sometimes I'd like go. First thing I'd see when I wake up, last thing I go to bed was like a message of something I didn't do or like forgot to do, or it's just got to me after a while. And
Yeah.
so what I started doing is every time I get one of those messages, I would just get the most randomest YouTube video I could find. One was 10 most beautiful horse breeds compilation. The other was like the longest yeah boy ever. Like just random videos and just send straight back one of them.
That's funny.
Yeah, but it really yeah.
It really got to him. That's a safe one. But a really good one to play, because you can imagine if they want to blow up about that and be like, "Stop sending me horse videos." Like that just wouldn't happen.
And this goes back to the old Jai Anderson, like purposely push a TV over at work and be like, "Yeah, sorry, mate, it's like out of character, sorry, mate." Like you just don't. I feel like if you just don't care about people overreacting, A, it gets them angrier and it's funny, and B, like life's too short, man. And that's why like I always try and say, someone's like, "How are you, girls?" I'm like, "I'm always good, mate, always good." And this Swedish dude asked me last night, he's like, "I really like how you say that, man," because we're on the piss having like deep chats. He's like, "I like how you say that, but you can't be always good." I'm like, "Well, Yeah, I can, because in the grand scheme of things, I got it pretty good. I'm working on a TV set in Norway, like getting paid like the equivalent of like probably what some people in, I don't know, Uzbekistan get paid for like 10 years, you know what I mean, for one day.
Yeah.
Like like you're
You
not
count your
like there's people out there that fucking dig through bins to eat, like to eat, you know, like I got it pretty good. So I'm always good, mate, you know?
Yeah. You could just say as a follow-up answer, like, what do you mean? Just be like, well, in comparison, and then boom, mic drop, you know?
It's like, oh, your boss getting super angry because you signed in twice. It's like, fuck, man, have you seen the Great Barrier Reef? Like,
Yeah. Hey,
like
next time someone's having a go, yeah, just be like, yeah, no, I can't think of a better one than that.
yeah.
I'm gonna steal that.
It's like, mate, have you have you ever heard about this? I don't know, this place. It's called you know, Chicago. Like, you know, it's like
Yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah, that goes. I think that's like what the classic saying is when someone's just blowing up or saying something hectic, and you just go, well, "What's that got to do with the price of milk?"
yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. And also
Then
that's
they go
why
like, "What do you mean? It's got nothing to do with the price of milk?" Exactly.
that's
Next.
why I also try to like not. I thought of another one the other day, and like I try never to be rude to like bar workers or cafe people or whatever, because you're probably getting laughed at. You're probably being like, you know, you're in a cafe and you're like, oh, I want to speak to the manager. This tea. You know what would happen is, say I'm working in a cafe and some lady comes up and goes, this milk is 2 degrees colder than what it should be. You know, because people just do that. People just do that. Like, I would probably go straight out the back to all my colleagues and be like, oh, you get a load of this fucking chick, you know, like, and like have a good old laugh with everyone. So, like, you have to realize when you're being rude to people, you're probably the one that's getting like laughed at and joked about behind the doors. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I think I've said this because I've had a few occasions like this is. Would you agree with this? Like, if you go somewhere and the food is shit, you just like you make your point, but you just don't go there again. Instead of like sitting there and like first time just go off and make a huge scene.
Oh yeah,
Not
fuck
into
it, mate. Whatever. Like, it is
my
what it is. You know, like.
my missus loves food so much. Like at first, I thought she was like taking the piss. Like I thought there's no way she's serious because we had this day in Byron Bay, and so this is scenario. We went to this place, the general store. You know them classic new age, like you sit on a brick, like real hipster kind of thing.
You sit on like a like a palm frond on like some like Persian rug, or like, so you sit on a table and you eat your
Yeah.
food on a chair.
They feed you while you're on a swing set. But anyway, yeah, it was like real modern. And we got recommended the mushroom burger. So we're like, fuck, let's have it. So we got this. I bought the mushroom burger for both of us. And I was like, hungover, let's do this. Had it. And it was so bad. And I just looked at myself and I was like, oh, what a waste of money. Anyway, next, looked over at Alex and she was just like broken,
Flaring.
like in rage. Yeah, we were like probably half an hour away and she wanted to turn back. I think she left a review on their Facebook. She just was blowing up and the whole day couldn't shake the mood. She was just, and then the next day she's like, oh, so sorry about yesterday. I was just that burger just fucking pissed me off. And I was like, whoa, that's like some serious care for food.
I feel like I'm a
Yeah.
bit like that. Like, we've been in some situations like that where, you know, I've just blown up about something like that. and then you've been like, Gryllz, just let it go, man. Like, it's no
Yeah.
big.
But no, it's
Like
kind
some
of a good.
dickhead at the pub, and I was like, Mills, remember that dick? Like 6 months later, I'm like, wait, remember when we went to like whatever pub Joel was saying before, like some small back alley pub in like
Bellinger.
Coffs Harbour? Remember when we went there for a couple quiet beers, and you know that, and like never did
Fuck.
anything to you, like.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a. She made a good point though. Like, and you'd probably like where you're coming from. She's like, you go, you pay all this money. Like, they got one job, and like, so I guess in that sense, it's kind of annoying. But yeah, different strokes for different blokes.
I must say, Mills, that your reception is absolutely crisp and clear.
Is it shit?
No, it's crisp and clear.
Really?
Mm.
Oh, because you keep breaking in and out. But it's sort of, it never gets bad enough for me. Like I always catch the end of what you're saying.
Mm. Mm.
Nah,
the
I
old
can hear you good,
hotel
but-
Wi-Fi, mate. But after we jump off the blower, I got a couple of hours before work still. I'm going to go hit the gym. Got on the piss last night. I'm going to go hit the gym, hit the old treadie, pump out like a serious workout, and then hit the sauna and the 3 jacuzzis they have at this hotel.
Oh my god, how good's the sauna?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, me and Mr. Roofing himself, Bo, we dabbled in a bit of squash last year, and we used to play squash, and we'd verse each other at squash until we were just over it, and then we'd go have a sauna. And fuck, like for minimal time spent, you feel so good after it. I don't know if it was the sauna or the squash, but
Good mix,
wait,
mate.
can I say it is what's the 7:07? After our chats earlier, I'm going for a jog as well.
Yeah, wait, do it. Brain training.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna wrap it up after this one because I do have to cruise, Mills. I reckon we do another episode on Sunday if you're ready. I could pull that off.
Yeah. Well,
We'll talk about it
what
later.
about-
But brain training, my friend. Brain training. Brain training. Jakey Sherwood got me onto this when we were in Amsterdam. He's like, mate, fucking brain training. Like, if you literally train your brain, it's in the name, brain training. If you train your brain to just push over that little hump of something being hard or shit, you can trick your brain into thinking it's not that hard, and then shit gets easier and easier with everything. For example, a bad hangover. If you say to yourself, nah, it's not even that bad, like, I'll be sweet in a couple of hours, just push through it. It works. You're fine. Like, you know,
the power.
like,
They say
Yeah,
we
like-
only use like 10% of the brains.
yeah, dude. And I was like, oh, nah, this is some motivational, like, speech bullshit, Jake. Like, you know, he's pretty, you know, he's he's a successful real estate agent. He's pretty ripped. Like,
Thought he
he's
was
a really
selling
good
it.
soccer player. Like, he's killing it. But I'm like, this is some, like, motivational shit. And he's like, nah, legit, it's a superpower. So he's like, every time something's hard, you say brain training. And then, like, so, like, last night on the piss till 3 a.m., fuck, all right, got to get up, got to do the podcast, have to work out. Like, I owe it to myself to go for a workout because you got to earn that beer drinking. Like, you can't go drinking beers all the time. You have to earn it, you know? So it's like, all right,
Feels
you're good enough to go and drink beers last night. You got to go do a hectic workout. And I don't want to do it, but I've been doing the brain training for a while saying, nah, brain training, go do it. That extra, like, kilometer on the treadmill, like, you could just knock off and then be like, yeah, sweet, already done 3Ks. But just do 4. Like, it's only an extra fucking 5 minutes, 6 minutes, whatever it is, however it takes you to run a K. Just say to yourself, nah, brain training. It'll be over before you know it. And then the more you say brain training and Just do it. Shit gets like easy. Even when I've been doing it to get up for work, like so sleepy, I just say to myself, all right, brain training, jump up, and like it hardens you up, man. Just brain training.
That's actually so. What you say the words as well, brain training.
Well, that's what I've been doing. Jake doesn't do it because he's a pro, but I've been just saying brain training, and then it makes you realize, oh yeah, like if I actually do just jump, like I'll be sweet in 5 minutes. So you just train your brain to do it.
Wait, well, yeah, that's sort of what I was like. The whole motivation behind like me going to go for a jog is because I don't want to do it, but this is the classic, like during the day, I'm always like, yeah, I'm going to go for a jog. And then I get home, I'm like, I just want to go to bed. Or normally
exactly.
I go
and I do the
like,
exact the same thing, man. Get home, the last thing you want to do is go for a jog or work out, but you just go, nah, like I'm fucked from work, but I'll just trick my brain and just go and do it. And then once you start, like you're sweet. And then after you're like, so glad I did that, So it's just brain training, man.
Mm-hmm. That's you can use it for heaps of things. Like when I was doing this breathing Wim Hof thing a couple of years ago, I've said to myself I'm going to keep doing it, but he goes into it and says like, when you hold your breath, your body's going to be like, yeah, I need to breathe. But actually, everyone apparently can hold their breath for 2 minutes. It's just whether like it's just your brain saying that. Yeah, brain training.
You just say like
brain training. Word of the week. Word of the week. Gryllz,
Yeah,
do you have time for a quick little segment before you go?
Of course, but getting up for work's hard, but brain training. Yeah. Anyway, go on. I live my life by brain training, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually start doing it. Let's say, okay, if I can, every week on the podcast will be a tally of how many weeks I can go without having a drink and brain training.
Yeah, like I
like a heavy
brain training yesterday. On set, they were walking around with like this whole heap of chocolate and candy, and I held off for so long. And I was like, nah, not gonna have any chocolate. I'm being good this week, like brain training. And then like as soon as I said no to it, and I convinced myself to say no to eating chocolate and candy, I was sweet, didn't eat it. But then later, it was still there, and I snapped, and then I had like 5 fucking handfuls of it. So it can get hard.
Yeah. Well, if it was easy, then everyone would be doing it, eh?
Yeah. But what's your segment anyway?
I was just thinking today because I was lighting an incense stick. I know that sounds pretty fucking boho of me, but it's a random unlikely fear, and I want to know if you've got like a random like something that scares you that you think like other people.
Of course.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Commitment, growing up. Oh no, not like that.
No. Mine is Bic lighters.
We've been over the Bic lighters a fair few times, eh? I love the Bic.
I know. Bic lighters. Well, I've got Bic lighters and static electricity. These are two things I think most people aren't afraid of. Like every time I light a lighter, I have a feeling that the gas is going to go on fire back into the bottle and blow up in my face. Every time.
Oh yeah, I do have one of these.
I constantly feel like I've got away with murder every time I successfully light a candle, smoke joint, whatever I'm doing. Like I just feel like, fuck, this could be hectic. Like I've never got.
Yeah, fully. I do have one of them. I just realized then.
Yeah.
It's not dangerous one. It's like, oh, I just thought about it then. It just gives me the shivers when I even think about it. That's how bad it is.
What is it?
Fuck. So when you open the freezer and you pull the top bit out of the freezer out, or you bite into an ice block, that of ice.
Oh, you just gave me the shivers as well.
Yeah.
When you pull it out and it's
scared. Oh man, like you got to pull a freezer brick out, something out of the freezer, but it's shoved right down in there, and you got to
And it
move
goes-
shit around the freezer. Yeah, but I
Sound
watch.
like reception.
I watched like everyone go into the freezer, just dive in, not even bat an eyelid. But I do it, and I just fucking break at the limbs, eh?
Yeah, so that's what I was talking about. So yeah, that's all I had. And static electricity, actually, like jumping on a trampoline and someone zapping you. I fucking hate that. So like if someone,
boost.
yeah, if someone zaps me, like I'm on edge. And balloons popping, but anyway.
Oh, I love a
save
good
it.
balloon pop. Let's not give away too many of our secrets. But I do, before what we're going to end with, by the way, we still got t-shirts available if you want one. Get on it. But we're going to end with Manu sending us off. So, Mills, it's been good to chat to you. I'm going to go work out.
I'm gonna go for a jog.
But we're going
And
to... Oh, yeah, I'll be...
nice
you know,
talking.
I'll be disappointed if you don't, Mills.
Yeah, nah, I'm going. I needed...
Yeah.
It's brain training, but also like, you know, when you start like making your word to yourself mean something. Like if you say you're gonna do something, like I think mine from copious amounts of drinking has lowered. So now I'm trying to like, if I say I'm doing something, it's happening.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Have I ever told you about my mate Banks? He's like a polar explorer. Like he's a kind of guy that can drink all night till 6:30, then start work at 7, like on a construction job. Just a hard man.
Yeah.
My life goal
Wait.
is just for people to be like, geez, that Gryllz, he's like, fuck, he's a weapon, eh? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just, yeah.
I've got a similar goal, not to cut you off, but I think it's the same. Like, you want to be in a position where you don't run away from anything. Like, say the night gets hectic, you're there for the hecticness, but you're still there for that early morning commitment you had with Joe Blow, and then you just go to a hectic fitness run or surf or whatever. You know what I mean? You always turn up.
Like, imagine, like, all right, after a night out, before you go to bed, you got to run 5Ks. Like, you just be known as a fucking weapon, or just someone that's just crazy.
Funny. That would be so funny when you're pissed out, go for a jog. Fuck.
I reckon it would sort you out.
This is a stereotype, but I think my opinion of all Russian people is that exactly.
That's actually what Manu does. And anyway, Mills, it's good to hear from you. Get on our website, buy our fucking shirts. Good to hear from your crew. Here's Manu sending us off. See you, Mills.
See you, Gryllz.
Here's Manu. Don't hang up because it'll cut it out, but here's Manu.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a little late, I know, but that's okay. I went to school yesterday, and after that, I went straight into the bar, and I had quite a few drinks. So here I am, better late than ever. I was home also quite late, and yeah, I just woke up, so I'm very sorry for that. That I cannot tell you something really spicy. The spiciest thing that I did yesterday was that I took, those holders for coasters for under your glass. Yeah, I took 2 of those because a beer that's from Holland. One of my friends' name is the same name as the brand from the beer. So I took 2.
Manu gets into the spirit of the Mills and Gryllz show and just gets lit up as well, eh?
Yeah. She passes the internship. Wait, how funny. We've said our goodbyes and we're back again. That could be a new thing. I was wondering where Manu was going with that.
Oh, quickly, I got another little thing before we go. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, no, that's all good.
So, bar stuff.
You cut out. What was that?
Something I do really pisses off bar staff.
Something that you do.
that really pisses off bar staff.
What are you asking me?
No, I know what I do. I'm just like want to tell you about it.
Oh yeah, go on.
So I sit there, you know, and Manu, she loves a coaster still. She just stole those coasters, but I'm not a coaster stealer, mate. I sit there and I'm a coaster tearer. I tear it up. They used to call me Billy Bird's Nest because I used to, no matter what I'd be doing, I just subliminally just start being having a conversation and just with my hands start tearing up the beer coaster. And I've found that bartenders absolutely fucking hate it.
Yeah. They don't mind when you take them, but yeah, I guess if you rip them up, Billy Bird's Nest. I like that.
All right, Mills.
Right, Gryllz,
How's that
before I
jog, eh,
lose
bros?
any motivation,
See
I'll
you,
let you know
Manu.
how I go after this jog.
So anyway,
See ya.
guys, from Mills, Gryllz, Manu, Florian, Jaden,
Joel.
Joel, and Lachlan Kendall.
We wish you a merry night, and from the bottom of our hearts, buy a shirt, please.
See you, brother.
See you later, mate.